Ready? Fight!
Get these dangerous spots to somewhere safe. Short distance, full drag. That's right. He's good.
Push the security out a little bit more. We're too close. We're too bunched up, especially in the open. Give me 50 meters. And make sure you get some type of cover too.
Watch the wind.
Good shit, man.
Hey guys, LocsNLoad Firearm Reviews here today. Alright guys, I got a review for you. I know it's been like a month since I dropped the video. I've been real busy, but now I'm about to get back on my grind and start dropping the videos like I've been doing for the past 7 years. So what I'm going to do today is no real new products, but I'm just going to review some of the gear I have because, you know, you've seen over the years my stuff has changed repeatedly real quick. And so what I've been working on is kind of to find a minimalistic way to integrate my chest rig, plate carrier, battle belt all in one kind of little system. So it's like I only need these. I don't need like a fully kitted plate carrier or a fully kitted chest rig. And then you have like these both full kits, and you're trying to decide, do I go with this? Do I go with that? You know, I like the way I got my kit set up because it allows me to deal with different situations and upscale or downscale depending on the situations when I need. So what I'm gonna do is review the first piece of my kit. So it's gonna be chest rig, plate carrier, then my belt. And so I'm gonna go over my chest rig. So the main component of my chest rig is these two split panels that come from Spirited Systems, and this is the 34 Alpha split rig that Spirited Systems sells on their site. Now if you look at it, I got a lot of kit from different companies that makes it what it is you see here today, but the main pieces are those two panels from Spirited Systems. All right, so split rigs are nothing new. They've been around for a while. I'm gonna go ahead and put this on. You know, they've been around for a while, and now they're making somewhat of a comeback. You see a number of companies now making split rigs for, you know, civilians or military or law enforcement or whoever, you know, wants a split rig system. And so one of the main benefits of a split rig is, as you can see right here, your front is mostly open. So a split rig is very beneficial if you're in a hot environment like Florida, like where I am. This works very well because a lot of days, especially now, it's May, going into June, July, August, that's the hardest part of the year for us. And so wearing something like this that allows me to, one, have my kit, but have my body exposed as much as possible to, you know, keep my body heat down and not become a heat casualty out there in the field or where I'm training or doing whatever. And so, two, another added benefit, since there's your front is open. All right, since your front is open, It allows you to go into the prone position and remain in that position for longer periods of time with more comfort, because you don't have all your gear on top of your chest and you're laying on it, you know, and also impeding you from getting low to the ground. Like say you were taking incoming fire, you want to get as low as possible, and having like your double stack magazines with 2 mags, you know, 2 mags, so you got 6 mags in front of you, and trying to lay on that, you know, it's going to be hard to get even lower to the ground to where you want to be. So that is not a benefit, and also I can unbuckle it if I'm laying real prone, like behind a precision rifle, and I can have my stuff out to the side. So now my full front is on the ground as low as I can possibly get, and you know I can have some type of padding there. So now I'm extremely comfortable in that prone position. Yet my gear is still here. So if I'm laying prone, engaging with a rifle, precision rifle, firing my shots, I can still reach over and get more ammunition, or maybe break out a notebook or check my dope card or whatever. Still get to those things with this kit. All right, and then that allows you to up armor. So you're wearing a plate carrier, you can throw this over the plate carrier, so you don't have to have, you know, your chest rig, you know, from Haley Strategic with all the mags and doohickeys on that, and then get your plate carrier from Feral Concepts and all the doohickeys and everything on that. And now those two pieces can't really integrate together, or maybe they can, but you know, usually there's some type of issue with all that and then all that on the plate carrier. You're going to come into some type of weight issue. Something's going to happen. So, but anyway, we're talking about the chest rig, and I'm going to go on to some of the things I have on this chest rig and why I have them. So coming up front, no mission without medical. That is what the status for Flex's medical is. No mission without medical. So guys, if you're planning on getting into a gunfight, plan on getting shot yourself. And if you do get shot, what is your plan to either treat yourself or treat your buddy or your loved ones? And so right up front, attached to my magazine pouches here, which I'll get into in a second, is 2 tourniquets. I want 2 tourniquets because 2 is 1, 1 is none. That's just like an adage I've heard throughout these years since I've done this gun stuff. And so I've really taken it to heart. And why not? If I can have a second tourniquet right up here, why not? And so as you see, front and center, but they're not on the front of these magazines. They're off to the side, so they're basically inboard. So it's not like I'm laying on these tourniquets. They're not getting in the way of anything. They're not getting in the way of my magazine draws because they're inboard of my body. And they're also very easy to reach to with either hand. So, not wrong one. So I can get to this tourniquet with this hand. I can get this tourniquet with this hand, this hand, this hand. So they're both accessible with both hands. And I have 2 tourniquets right here just in case I need them. And like I said, they're attached to the magazine pouch, which is from Cashapp Tactical. I believe I heard somebody else say it like that, so that's how I think it is. If I'm wrong, put it down in the comment sections, but I'll put the name up there for you guys. Cashapp Tactical, and they make these triple AR-15 mag pouches. So yes, they will hold 3 PMags, and so yes, you can take the magazines out. No real issue. This one's loaded. All right. Take them and drop them in there, and they go easy. So there's no real issue. They're made to fit 3 magazines, so it's not like you have to stuff it in there and it's super stuck and you can barely get it out. You can easily get out a magazine, no issue. So. And same with this one over here. It's triple AR-15 mag pouch. I just have 2 mags in this one from our last training event. I haven't really taken much off. Because after 2 days of just medical in the woods like that, I threw myself in the corner and I haven't really looked at it since until like this. And so Cashapp Tactical triple AR-15 mag pouches. They also come with a bungee cord here, so if you have 2 mags, you can pull that cord and make it tighter so they're not, you know, moving around and hitting each other and making noise. All right. And I really also the second part of why I got these magazines, not just because they held 3 magazines, which, you know, 3, 6, one of the guns 7 mags. So I have my fighting loadout in my chest rig and just these 2 pouches, because this is a limited amount of rows of Molly. I think there's like let's see, 2, 4. This one's like 3. So there's like maybe 7 rows of Molly. So there's not much space on this kit, but you can do a lot if you do it smart. So 6 mags right here on these 2 pouches, and they also have Molly on the side, which is, like I said, I was getting to another reason why I bought this magazine pouch, so I can mount these tourniquets inboard. I knew I wanted to have the tourniquets inboard of my body somewhere up front and center where I can get with both hands. And seeing these mag pouches not only having the Velcro flap, so when you pull that mag out and that Velcro comes down just like that, it is still securing these other mags, and you don't really have to do much. It's not like a buckle where the flap is just hanging. You got to come back eventually and rebuckle it to secure that pouch. It just kind of secures itself once it falls back down. And then the Molly, like I was saying. So the pouch was very versatile, and so I went and got this Carjackal Tactical magazine pouch. Alright, so over here is another magazine pouch, but I use it mostly for like a general purpose pouch. For any things I really don't want to put my hands, keep in my hands, like say like a water bottle, or maybe like a radio battery, or if I'm using certain type of tools, or gloves. Something that I can just, you just have a notebook, you just stuff in here real quick. And it's the Spirit Systems Spud Pouch. So it's a multi-purpose pouch. It could also hold 3 AR-15 mags. So if, in a pinch, if I need to, I can hold 3, 3, and 3. So 9 magazines on this here chest rig if I need so. But I've never been in that situation where I've needed that much ammunition. So, 6 is fine for right now. But Spirit Systems Spud Pouch with the padded Gonia flap. This does aid in breaking up the pattern. So, camouflage. All right. But it also, I just think it looks cool. All right, coming on this side, as you see, this is from Rescue Essentials. This is my IFAK, as you can see by the symbol here, that means medical. This is my IFAK, and it is a rip away. So you hit that buckle, you have this here handle, you just rip the pouch out. Once you got the pouch, you or your buddy, whoever, hopefully you're doing it, which means you're in this somewhat of a stable state to be able to treat yourself or somebody else. You just pull that handle, and then all your stuff is exposed and you can get to it. So I like this pouch. It was like $25 for the pouch and the Molly rip section that you Molly to your actual panel. So for $25, actually it's hard to beat. Because I don't need some super high tactical IFAK. I just need a reliable IFAK that's going to hold all my gear and something I can get to. And with it being right here, I have no issue. Alright, so on the inside of this here Spirit Systems panel, you have these cells. So it's basically 2 5.56 magazine size cells and 1 308 magazine size cells. So if something ever happened, I could have 9 on the front, 10, 11, 12, 13 magazines, and I can carry more in the other pouch over here. But I don't need that much. It's just, again, options. Well, what I do keep in the cells is my Baofeng radio, because it got this little shock cord here I put, and so it also maintains the radio in the pouch, so it's not gonna fly out when I'm in the woods. And it's a good place to put it. It's not like I have to put it in another pouch or anything, because again, like I said, space is limited. And so being able to tuck it on the inside, one, allows me to take it out when I need to and put it back in, and then just move the tab over to secure it in place. So it's been a good position to put my radio, and then I just wire my wires all the way up to here, and this is my cattail antenna. All right, so it's a very malleable antenna. You can really weave it through whatever you need it to keep it low profile and kind of snag proof. It's not like those big whip antennas that you see people, like you've seen for years, military or whoever uses it, and it just sticks all the way up or whatnot. It's, like you see, is low profile, barely sticks up at all, and it still has a very good signal. Like I really have no I like this antenna better than the whip antennas. I really haven't had too many issues with this antenna, cattail antenna, so I like it. And then my push to talk down here as well. Now coming over to my right side. Again, tourniquet here, I can get with either hand. And also carjackle tactical magazine pouch to hold more ammunition that I may need. So, very versatile pouch, I like it. Now over here, this pouch I have, this is the Spirit Systems mutant pouch. And the reason why, let me get a better angle for you guys. The reason why they call it the mutant pouch is because one, it's a very versatile pouch that allows you to do a multitude of things. So first is this section here with the buckle and the flap. This is your general purpose pouch area. So it's very open. It can fit like your duals, your NOS night vision goggles with a padded case in this section. But once you do that, you're not going to be able to stuff anything else in here. So I don't do that. I'd rather put it in. My night vision is in a Pelican box, like the little handgun Pelican box. And so that requires me to put it in the backpack. But it gives me a higher level of security of those night vision goggles versus a padded insert in here that I can still fall on or break. Yes, they're always maintaining your body and you can always have them when you need them, but they're more liable to break. So having it in the backpack, yes, there's a chance you might lose it, but they're going to be more secure and less likely to break. So, pros and cons, pick yours. All right, you can hold other items like a compass, a notepad, batteries, snacks, map writing gear, maps, that type of stuff. Anything general purpose you really want to keep in here, you can do so. And it's not very big like the Spirit Systems tall, where it's going to interfere with your beltline gear, which is why I have it on here as well. The second part of the versatility of this pouch is this pouch right here, this little pocket. Now this pocket is big enough to fit like a water bottle or maybe like another Baofeng radio, things of that nature that will fit in here. You can, and it also comes with this buckle and cord. So let's say you had like an Nalgene bottle or something. This can go over it and maintain it inside this pouch, and it's not going to slip out and fall out. And third, you have 2 rows of Molly right here. So you can put, in theory, 2 pouches, maybe like one for a flashlight, one for a multi-tool on this pouch. And that's why it's called a mutant pouch, because it allows you to do all kind of things with it, right? It's more than just one pouch. So, all right, the H harness. All right, so let's talk about it. So this H harness is a long time coming. It's from T-Rex Arms, and it's their H harness that's supposed to go to their T-Rex Arms chest rig. So when I first got the chest rig, it came with the Spirit Systems H harness. Now my problem with the Spirit Systems H harness is that I feel like it was mostly made for like that 6'2", kind of built up operator, not necessarily someone like me who's 5'9", 180, but pure muscle though. But someone of my size, right? I'm not the biggest guy in the world, and to be honest, doing AC work like I do, I really wouldn't want to be the biggest guy, right? My size allows me to be nimble and quick and agile, so I kind of fall in love with my size. So, but when it comes to that H harness, it just did not fit well. It was not able to bring my gear up high enough to where it was not interfering with my belt line gear. Like the top of all my pouches was really resting on top of my magazines and on top of my pistol. And so I wasn't really liking that. And so I did some research and I went with the Wiseman Company HX harness, which was better suited for people of my stature. But the problem was it brought my gear up higher than Spirit Systems, but not high enough to where I felt real comfortable making a magazine draw or drawing my pistol and not having it interfere with like a pouch or something and I'm hitting it trying to draw my pistol. It did have a better fit where I felt like it actually fit to my body, not just like around here. The Spirit Systems pouch the Spirit Systems panels with their H harness, when I sensed it down, it would be tight across my chest, but the straps would be loose, and I can just basically knock off the straps on my shoulders. I didn't like that. The HX harness fixed that issue, and it was tight on the shoulders and tight around my chest. But like I said, it did not bring my gear up high enough. And two, with that amount of Velcro securing all these the Velcro straps. So with the Velcro securing all these straps on here and here and there, it was not a very quiet system. It oftentimes I'd be walking like through the woods and I would hear the Velcro kind of as I'd be moving. And so that's one of the, again, second thing I noticed about the HX harness that I did not like. Not saying it's a bad, piece of gear. It's just for what I needed it to do, I just didn't like it for it. And so here is the T-Rex Arms H harness, and I like it because Lucas is more about my size. He's like 5'9", 5'10" or so. I don't think he's 180. He's probably like 160, 170, but he's still close enough to my size to where, I was like, you know what, if it works for him, it'll most likely work for me. And so far it has. It's brought my gear up high enough off my hips and my belt line gear to where I can draw my pistol effectively or reload a magazine effectively. And I'm not worried about my chest rig interfering with those draws or those reloads. So I've been liking it so far, and I got it in I think the coolest camo, woodland. So I'm all for that mix match camo. So as you can see, I got multicam, I got black, I got coyote, I got woodland, I got multicam tropic. So I'm all about that mix match camo life. So okay, someone's calling me. So I'm all about that mix match camo life. It doesn't have to just be one camo all the way through. As long as it really blends into your environment, you're good to go. So also, like I was saying, I like this chest rig because also if I want to upscale, let's say I want to put on body armor, all I got to do is just this. Here we go. All right, so I got my body armor on, and so all I do, take my here chest rig. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, I got a knife in here in the panel inside as well, and the sheath is tied down, so when I do draw my knife, the sheath stays and the knife goes. So there's that. Slips on easily like that. Extend my straps. Right, and there we go. And so now this is how I would rock my kit up armored. Let's say I was going to a situation where I needed as much ammo and gear as possible, but I also needed as much protection as possible. This is how I'm coming. And I like it like this because, again, look at it. It's secured to my body. It's not moving around. Like, again, it's all in one place. It's not shifting. So it allows me to, like I said, if I have to do CQB, I can go in and do CQB with all my gear and ammo and sustain the fight and still have a level of protection that is adequate. Now let's say I was doing a recon, then I would take off the plate carrier and I would just wear the chest rig. Maybe the belt, maybe not the belt. Maybe, let's say I'm just gonna go training, then I just wear the chest rig. Well, let's say I'm training and I don't wanna wear the chest rig. Well then, I'll just take off the chest rig and I'll just wear the plate carrier with this mag chain with like a whole 3 mags. If it's, I don't know, the next Civil War or something, whatever, right? The race war is broken out and I need all the ammo I could have. Now I can have 3 mags, 3 mags, 3 mags. So that's 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 magazines up on just my plate carrier and my chest rig. That's a lot of ammo, and I haven't even really talked about the GP pouch over here, right? So that's 16 magazines that's possible I could carry just on these 2 pieces of kit, right? And then, again, whatever I can carry on my belt as well. So it's just, the versatility and the options and the ability to do more with less. So that's all. I just have these three things: chest rig, plate carrier, belt, and I can do an assortment of things if they ever came down the pipeline. If they never happen, then cool, I don't have to worry about it. But if it does happen, at least I have something to go with, right? So if you guys got this far in the video, I want you to go ahead and give me a thumbs up, like the video, drop a comment as well. What do you do? What is your philosophy on that type of gear? Because my philosophy is, if I had to leave my house, having 5 different plate carriers doesn't help me. Having 6 different chest rigs doesn't help me. Having 15 AR-15 rifles does not help me. I can only take 1 chest rig, 1 plate carrier, 1 belt, 1 helmet, maximum of 2 rifles, and like 2 pistols, right? If you got a backpack or something, like 1 in your hip, maybe 1 in the backpack or your rucksack, and same with a rifle. Like my backpack is designed to carry a rifle, so I have my 308 in there, and I have my 11.5 in my hands, right? And so if I had to leave my house and everything, what would it be that I go out with? And this is it, right? It would be this plate carrier, this chest rig, that belt when I make the video, the rifles, those 2 rifles I talked about, my 11.5, or probably my 13.9, I'm still debating. And definitely my 308 rifle. That bitch is coming with me. Right? And so that's just my philosophy. So what is your philosophy? Do you like this? Have kits dedicated for a certain situation, like multiple kits, or do you like to have 1 kit that can be used for as many situations as possible? So awesome, guys. If you got this far, as I always say, stay educated, stay dangerous. LocsNLoad out.